Every salaried employee is referred to as an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur or a businessman is every person's golden dream when it comes to achieving financial goals. Entrepreneurs are role models for the general public. A huge section of the population associates a successful businessman's enthusiasm, motivation, strategy, and thinking with his or her work. The possibility to change the world is the driving force behind a person's decision to embark on an entrepreneurial adventure. However, when one progresses along that path, the dark side or unstated aspects of being an entrepreneur become apparent. Welcome to the entrepreneur game, the dark side of being an entrepreneur. This is what they don't tell you. These are things that are seldom mentioned since they are experiences that any aspiring entrepreneur businessman should have. It's always lonely on the top, we often say. The psychological and emotional cost of pursuing one's entrepreneurial passion is the dark side of being an entrepreneur. Let's go over a few of them in more detail. Failure. Instead of success, failure is the catalyst for the emergence of successful entrepreneurs. In most cases, entrepreneurs learn from their mistakes and move forward as a result of them. Successful entrepreneurs are able to accept setbacks and then seek to improve processes in the future. Accepting failure and trying to improve processes is a vital attribute of any entrepreneur. There have been a total of 99 days of failure. In order to build a successful business, you just need one day of effort. Before going on to the path of entrepreneurship, it's important to understand why failure is an unavoidable part of the process. You must learn to maintain your composure in the face of adversity. Take what you've learned from them and don't make the same mistake twice. What business owners do is think about their customers. Depression. When you fail, depression is a common side effect. In their entrepreneurial activity, people are disassociated from their directions and the consequences of their decisions. Depression may occur if decisions and plans are not carried out in the manner that has been defined. In order to succeed as an entrepreneur, you must devote all of your physical, mental, and financial resources to your endeavor. It necessitates a significant commitment of your time and effort, and if the investment is not repaid, it frequently leads in the appearance of the unseen monster known as depression. Aspiring entrepreneurs must, as a result, keep their motivation levels high. Sharing your worries and failures with someone you can rely on reduces your chances of becoming depressed in the future. Time with the family. Wait, what exactly is it? When you transition from a 9-to-5 job to running your own business, the first thing you must realize is that your employment has no set hours. The typical time shift for business builders in the early stages is 12 to 14 hours per day. Weekends aren't vacations. In fact, you must be on your toes at all times. Entrepreneurs must manage their time meticulously. When it comes to work-life balance, family time is just as vital. And keep in mind that you must maintain this balance in order to maintain your mental and emotional health. Entrepreneurs must balance work and family obligations. Those that succeed in this will be able to see it through to the end. Anxiety. Anxiety and stress are real. Yes, this isn't merely a collection of tales. They are an unavoidable part of an entrepreneur's path. Depression, stress, pressure, and anxiety, as previously said, are four powerful adversaries in a businessman's life. Many people are unable to cope with these challenges. If they don't deal with these outside influences, they may lose focus on their specialty task and fail to meet their objectives. All of these things are interrelated, as you can see from the pattern. They are going to suffocate each other in the end. Money problems are unavoidable. When working a 9-to-5 job, people are fascinated by the money in corporations and enterprises. But hold on, money issues are quite real, just as they are in a salaried position. Money concerns can be challenging to deal with, whether you're attempting to establish a new business or when people are transitioning from a job to their own company. You're a newcomer to the business. In comparison to other participants in the business, your trust factor and credit capacity are relatively low. Even if you're a startup, you'll have to pay personnel, manage operating costs, and deal with customer payment issues. Guys, this is a difficult task. The goal of these essays is not to intimidate aspiring entrepreneurs, but rather to make them aware of the realities that face them when they enter the business world. It is preferable to be prepared than to repent later. Being an entrepreneur has a hidden black side. It can have a negative influence on mental health. It's critical to assess if you'll be adequately trained and supported to preserve your mental health before deciding to become an entrepreneur. If you're already an entrepreneur, you might find it useful to put our preventive action ideas below into practice so that you can look after your health. Action tip number 1, make your well-being a top priority. Entrepreneurs will sacrifice sleep, self-care, healthy diet, and exercise in order to work longer hours, and they are at the risk of developing depression. It's true that starting a business is difficult labor that typically takes more time than a conventional job. However, in order to continue working to your full potential, you must learn to prioritize your health. Create meaningful habits that encourage you to keep active, eat regular meals, get enough sleep, and relax. Examine which operations in your business aren't really necessary, such as eliminating underperforming social media accounts so you can devote more time to activities that will keep you from being depressed. Action tip number 2, separate your personal and business selves. Because their self-worth is linked to the success of their firm, entrepreneurs may suffer poor self-worth. When things in their business are going well, their self-worth soars. When things aren't going so well, their self-worth plummets. It can be beneficial to separate your personal self from your business in order to preserve a healthy feeling of self-worth even if the firm is struggling. I'm not my business, you can tell yourself, or failure in my business does not mean that I am a failure. You could write these things down and post them somewhere where they will serve as a reminder to you every time that you may be feeling sad due to your business. Action tip number 3, use effective cooperation mechanisms. Entrepreneurs can be addicted to their enterprises, according to research, and may be motivated by a compulsion to keep going or obsessive thoughts about their firm. Unfortunately, persons who suffer from one sort of addiction are more likely to develop another, such as substance abuse or compulsive gambling. Entrepreneurs can protect themselves from acquiring harmful addictions by employing constructive coping techniques such as self-care, meditation, exercise, or contacting a psychologist. Creating an action plan with good coping skills may be beneficial. When you're feeling low, lost, or lonely, you can follow these steps easily. Action tip number 4, develop multiple support networks. Working from home may appear to be a glamorous and ideal situation, but it may also be isolated. Entrepreneurs may be able to choose their own hours, save commuting, and set up their own home offices. They also tend to lose out on social encounters on a daily basis. Not to mention the fact that many entrepreneurs work long hours and may have to forego their social lives as a result. Working from home as an entrepreneur might be isolating in general. It's critical that you establish and employ numerous support systems. Make a Facebook group of like-minded entrepreneurs with whom you can check in on a regular basis. Adopt a companion animal that you can spend time with. Become a member of a mastermind group. Consult a coach. Make frequent phone calls to your friends and family. And schedule in-person catch-ups. Action tip number 5, practice meditation and mindfulness. It's been proven that mindfulness and meditation can assist, reduce, and prevent stress and anxiety. You may be prone to fretting about cash flow as an entrepreneur. Deadlines, emails, social media, staff, clients, and a slew of other possible stumbling blocks awaits you. Using mindfulness and meditation on a regular basis to help you manage stress and anxiety can be quite effective. Also, keep them from developing into long-term mental issues. You may, for example, practice this basic breathing method for a few minutes each day. Put one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. Feel the gentle movement in your chest and stomach rising as you inhale. Feel those places deflate and become still for a moment as you exhale before taking the next inhale. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe to this channel for more.